apart by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest Ace dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at rockies.com.
Wednesday mornings start off right from 6 to 8 a.m. with Tina Gorman and Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
We're live.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. I can't hear myself, but Pete, do we sound okay? I can't hear you either, Pete. So working out wonderful. Good morning, Mr. Fox.
Yeah, you're fine. Turn yourself up.
Turn myself up. Where do I do that? Yeah, we're up. It's all good. We'll put the mic closer. Here we go. Mr. Fox, how are you today?
Good. Excellent.
Thanks for coming on.
Still waking up.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't have anybody else, right?
Nothing.
There you go.
Nothing. The bucket.
A fill-in.
Yeah, you're
I'm
filling.
down the bottom of the list.
Well, I had plenty to talk about, but it wouldn't have been a good show, so I figured I better get Bob in.
You didn't have anybody abused, there you go.
Yeah, I got the newspaper. There's plenty to abuse if you read it, you know. Beltrandi's the next president, or he is president. That must be the Westfield paper. Yeah, there it is. Board opposes petition to reduce speed limit on College Highway. Civic Fund spreads Christmas cheer. Cannabis store requests permit to operate. Gale, usefulness of fiber optic survey. That's what I got. So fiber optics is what it is. It lasts.
That's like a lot to chew on right there.
There is. So cannabis was last night. I went to that meeting after our finance meeting. So looks like one of the two groups is moving forward quicker than the other one, but after last night's meeting, I don't think you're going to see cannabis until July or August.
Really?
Yeah, so
It takes a while to get approval from the state, right?
Right. So it looks like they got last night was, parking spaces, lights on the building, pre-existing, so it already conforms, no issues. But they can't close that hearing until the state gives them apparently their permit, and the state won't give them it's a chess game. So that maybe in 2 months, and like the kid says, 72 hours, the state gives you notice that they're going to hear you in Boston. So here we go in January sometime, and then once that's approved, that allows the planning board to do their part, but then the state has to send someone down to make sure the structure is good enough for marijuana. But it's a system. It's a process. So it's tick for tack, and it sounds like it's probably 3 or 4 months before they can even get a building permit. I would say probably a solid 2 months before they can get a building permit to then do what they need to do inside the store.
Oh, they can't do anything inside?
No,
Really?
not until it's approved. It seems like. They painted it, right? We saw what they did cosmetically, but it doesn't sound like it's tomorrow. That's all. And they said they just went through it in Westfield, this particular group. So, it's fresh.
So I still have time to put in a donut shop, an ice cream bar,
a
candy shop, anything I need to be
Yes.
two buildings away from the pot shop.
Well, and I mentioned that because they had mentioned they have more parking spaces than they need. And someone said about an easy up tent for sampling, and I, me, I raised my hand and said, "What do you got for power for a concession trailer?"
Food truck.
Yeah, food truck, ice cream truck. A lot goes with pot.
I got parking. They can,
You got
they can
parking too,
park and
right?
Walk.
Right.
See if they wooze a little bit.
Yeah, right.
On the sidewalk coming back.
Does the sidewalk go all the way down there? It does on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. Then it dies in a field there.
Right, there you go. So, that's the end of town. Where's the town end? At the pot shop.
Well, that's no.
On either way.
Well, that's going to be Pot Alley now, right? I mean,
I think so. Potterville, whatever you want to. Can we change the name of
my
Southwick?
God, we're not going to change it to Pottersville, are we?
We're close, at least that side of town.
Hey,
And then the other boys have the store, the big store. They're the Dollar General, on whatever it was.
used to be a dollar.
Used to be a Dollar Holler, yeah.
Yeah.
So now, and I don't know where they are in the process, but I think they're a little bit further behind than these boys. So, you're not going to have pot tomorrow in Southwick, at least on the main drag.
Well, I don't see any of the potheads going without anyhow.
No, yeah, they've been sufficed wherever they had to go so far. So.
There's plenty around.
There is.
No shortage.
And you got Westfield, so it's just over the town line.
Got a good established homegrown operation here and there. I mean, that's,
You know what? I hear that a lot. I mean, if you know how to grow, there's quite a bit there that you're allowed to do legally.
Yep.
If you really know what you're doing. So, yeah, and the fiber optic. Let's say, I guess that's. Apparently, there was a survey, and the survey was the survey from the company that Westfield Fiber. It had a survey on the shelf that they used, and then after it goes out, apparently, Diane Gale thought it could be a little more tailored to Southwick, I guess, and so she's not too thrilled with the usefulness of the fiber survey. And and that's another thing. I mean, Bobby, you're older than me. Technology is just flying, right? I mean,
I don't.
I like
need-
my service.
oh no, I think the
I
service
have it
is
at
fine. I think their big fear is the 18 million or 10 million, whatever that number really is, in 10 years. Where are we with that? Right? You paid the debt off. Is the technology dead in the water? Who knows?
I could speak to that.
No,
I mean, with the fiber infrastructure,
yeah.
once you lay the cable, you're not using nearly the capacity of the actual strands of fiber, right?
Correct.
So that as technology increases, the infrastructure doesn't need to be changed out, and it doesn't wear like copper does. So
Right.
that can stay in there for long periods of time. The things on the ends, like the switches and things like that,
Yep.
will probably eventually need to be replaced, but that's not the biggest cost. The biggest cost is attaching cable to a pole.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Swapping out a switch is, if it's programmed properly, 20 minutes.
Understood, but I guess the theory is in 10 years, where's that technology versus what's the next, I don't know. I mean, 10 years ago, I still had to have a house computer. We just talked the other day about dismantling it because we haven't used it in 6-7 years. Everything's on a phone or a laptop, realistically.
Yeah.
So the fiber, does it help the town? I think it personally does, because there's one more option, right? And don't get me wrong, Comcast is funding what we're doing right now. No, Pete, this is a Comcast gig? Does Westfield Fiber pay into this Channel 15 stuff?
No.
Right.
But we're working on trying to get that to the point where that happens.
Right.
Because what I'm telling other communities, if they're asking me, is you should add a franchise fee into that to support the public access.
Right. Right.
And even potentially technology for the city,
sure,
or for the town, to improve the town side of things.
Right.
So that money could be shared between the public access and the town. And the advantage is that I know the playback system the Southwick has is very similar to mine, the same company.
Yep.
Is they have an app that would go on your Fire TV, that would go on your Android device, that would go on your Apple device,
sure,
Apple TV, to bring Channel 15 in that regard to to make the cord cutting easier.
Right. And either you do or you don't, right? You have certain folks in both towns that love Comcast because that's all they know, and they're not wanting to learn these apps. And I don't know, what's it been, 5 years, 6 years now with these apps? I mean,
they've been out for a little while.
Yeah, and I've learned it at our house. We have 2 remotes, blah blah blah. It works. There is a savings there, no doubt. It's $100 and something and change, I think my wife told me. But whoever thought we'd be spending $300 a month in electronic gizmo, right?
For TV.
For TV, yeah.
My father would slap the hell out of me if he found that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I can remember our cell phone bill was a car payment. Joking, when I was in my 30s. And
yeah,
now
sure.
Here we are. I mean, the cell phone bills have seemed to have gone down, but now you buy your phone with an agreement. I guess it's all changed, and it's going to continue to change. It is what it is, right? As long as we got Doug Moglen pushing the envelope, we'll see what happens.
Well, he's a computer wizard.
Well, he was, but he's an old computer wizard now. Oh. But he is. He is. The technology.
Actually, we've talked about it, and when he was on last month.
Yeah.
We did talk about it, and it is a good investment overall.
It is. I think it is. It's another hard pill to swallow for Southwick. I get it. We got plenty of pills to swallow over there, but welcome to the world. It's where we live today.
Well, you've already made, from what I understand, a sizable investment already.
You have, yeah. Well, it was sizable until you hear the 15 or 18 million it cost to do it. Now it was pennies, but it's still pennies that add up.
Well, the investment was to see how the infrastructure and stuff like that is, and then it really is because Southwick is growing as a residential community.
Really isn't, but yeah.
I see more houses going up there than
anywhere
else.
I do.
So it is growing as a residential community, and that's almost like a standard of living now.
Yeah, definitely.
To attract, if you want to attract residential stuff,
yep,
you really need that good infrastructure nowadays.
You do. Yeah, it's an investment, I get it. And I'm not against it. I think it's a win-win down the road. I don't know if it helps with resale value, but like you said, it's part of the package they want to see. Period.
I think it's helped for people moving into Westfield because we've had it for years now.
Yeah.
And I think it's overall helped. There's no inventory right now for houses in Westfield.
Gotcha.
Or if something goes on the market, it goes off the market in a week and a half.
Yeah, I think Southwick's the same way. If it's the right house, they don't last. It is what it is. We don't have much for starter homes in town. Or I shouldn't say that. Our dollar value is a little higher than most.
Yeah.
So that gets you into Southwick or not,
Things have changed, that's for sure.
Things have definitely changed. Mr. Fox, how's it going in the flower business? How's it? Yeah?
You want me to say blooming?
No, I don't want you to say blooming. I wouldn't have went there,
Hey, we're getting ready for Valentine's Day.
Already, huh? Just like Walmart, right? You got the candy.
Hell, they were ready 2 months ago.
They were ready 2 months ago? Yeah, Valentine's Day, right around the corner. When does that fall this year? Does that hurt you, help you?
It's truthfully, it's on a Friday.
It's on a Friday.
Which means the restaurants and anything associated with a weekend activity.
Yeah.
It's their Valentine's Day.
Gotcha.
It doesn't mean there isn't plenty to go around.
Yeah.
But during the middle of the week,
Yeah, when it's a Wednesday, not so much as the flowers.
Then somebody makes a determination. Am I going out to eat? Yeah, it's the middle of the week.
Right.
Let's send some flowers. You know?
Gotcha.
But it's good for everybody. But yeah, it definitely folds back into the
Yeah, it's a weekend event.
to the weekend event.
Gotcha.
And whether they stop and see me or grab the dime bouquet at the supermarket. you know.
Yeah, whichever.
But we are full service. We do the deliveries.
Yes.
And we do have a very high quality product. So.
Yeah. And made by you, right? So you and
Oh,
your
yes,
group
yes.
over there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have excellent designers.
How many years have you guys been playing with the flowers?
Too long.
Too long.
Since 1981 with the flower shop. Since
Wow.
1975 with the greenhouses. Since 1959 with the farm.
Wow. Get you up there.
Yeah, it gets you up there.
Get you up there, right? It was a good run.
Yeah,
You know.
so- I hope it's not over, but
I got news for you outside later.
yeah, you're in those years.
Yeah. Everything's for sale. It's a good run. Anyways, so how's the music scene going, kid?
The music scene's going good.
So you technically are the Rotarian DJ slash
We're going
MC.
right to the Rotary stuff?
No, I'm just saying in general. When it comes to music in Southwick outdoors in the summer, it's the Bob Fox show.
Well, not entirely my show, but
Well,
I like.
I'm sorry.
I like to keep it going.
Pretty sure you're the guy with the trailer with the coolers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just want to make sure.
Once again, yeah, we need younger people, strong backs.
Strong backs apply here.
You know,
Yeah.
we could use an enclosed trailer if anybody's out there that wants to donate one,
Yeah,
or for a small price, we could actually purchase one.
there you go.
But no, we actually have got all our groups set as of a month ago
Nice,
for 2025. We've got a terrific lineup,
wonderful.
and it should be a great year.
Yeah,
Great year. Last year we had, out of 8, we had 4 either rainy nights or threats of rain.
which wasn't bad from the year before, correct?
The year before was solid gold, beautiful weather. There was some heat. It's summer.
Yeah,
That's what you talked to. Well, it's hot. Why didn't you do it a different time of year? When would you like me to do it?
Yeah.
January.
yeah,
It's summer.
yeah.
It's hot. If it's too hot for you, if you have any kind of a health issue, God forbid, stay home.
Yeah.
But no, it's summer.
But you got a canopy up there. It's breezy.
We have a beautiful
Yep.
spot. Wally Park is probably the most exceptional place to go for these summer concerts.
Yeah,
A lot of people are working out in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
They have to set. We have a beautiful setup.
you do.
We only half use what's at Wally Park. There's another setup lower down the grade if you're
Yeah.
parking down there that could also be used.
Yep.
In fact, that area was set up originally to be used as an amphitheater.
It was.
So you could sit on the hill on the grass
Yeah.
and watch the bands below. So the place has a tremendous potential. But we like it, like I say. He even gave us more lights. Hey,
Yeah. What more could you ask for down there?
you couldn't ask for any more. But no, we are all set with our bands. I can mention a few. We've got General Gist, a very popular group right now in this area.
Is that the name of our police dog? What's the name of our police dog? General?
Yeah, sure, it was named after the dog.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
I doubt that. But
No, I
yeah,
know.
Coincidence.
Coincidence.
We've got the Savage Brothers, a band that's been around forever, accomplished band.
Yeah.
Brings in the crowds. We've got 91 South. You can't have a concert without 91 South. You got to take care of all the local family.
Sure.
That they watch these guys continually. We've got another band. I'm going to mispronounce this and be in trouble, but
That's all right.
King Sassoon. They were over at the Big E this year.
Nice.
We used them last year. Great group. And another group we used years ago that's been here forever is 8 to the Bar. 8 to the Bar, a great show band.
Nice.
And again, another crowd pleaser. And we've got another band that was, till I found out last night they changed their name.
Oh.
Was Yachtly Cruise, which is now, I guess, the Yacht Club Band. Yacht music is a big deal now.
Yacht music. Okay.
Fun and frolic. They're very good.
Okay.
A lot of the guys are Oh my God, I forget the name of that band. That'll come back to me.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Wild Heart Band, which is a tribute to Stevie Nicks.
Oh, nice.
That a real crowd pleaser. That was the biggest crowd we ever had. And a lot of people were there. Normally they pay $25-$30 a head to watch this band. They're on their website, the people couldn't believe it was free at
Right.
Wally Park.
Right.
Yeah. And we've got the Piper Hopkins Band, another local band,
Yep.
excellent group. And they're going to be August 27th, which is our last show. Again, a popular group, popular with the locals, excellent musicians.
Those are Wednesday nights?
These are all Wednesday nights, 6 p.m. and 6 to 9.
Yep.
Except for the guy that has to stay to turn off the lights.
Yeah, he's 4 to 10.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I don't have much of a life anyhow. It doesn't
You
matter.
don't, right.
That's true.
It works out well.
That's true. Just check, make sure I went home. That's all.
Yeah. We do. We send the police by to make sure you're not sleeping on the bench again.
Yeah, hopefully just sleeping.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, we're all set. Of course, I'm saying all set. We're all set with the groups.
Right.
Very shortly, we'll be sending out a letter to help get us sponsors to pay for the groups.
There you go.
We've been very fortunate, very successful in that endeavor.
Yeah.
A shout out to all the sponsors. We cannot do this without
You
the
really
sponsors.
can't, yeah.
No, we cannot do it.
No.
The sponsors are the ones that generate the money we need to pay for these performances, pay for the advertising, pay for the use of Wally Park. All of that comes from the sponsors.
Yeah.
The money that the art club generates comes from the sale of beverages, a little bit of the food, the donation jar. And,
You're popular.
yeah. That's her. I can't remember why I called her last night anyhow. It'll come, but it's okay. But no, and that money
Yeah.
that we generate is what we donate to the community, always
Correct.
back to the community. So again, without the sponsors, we just can't make this a success, and it's been very successful.
It has.
We have hundreds now, if not thousands, of people that go through there in the course of the year. And I've got to mention the Cultural Council, our Celtic Cultural
They're
Council.
a big supporter of this.
A big supporter of this. Again, we couldn't do it without them. They're the ones that helped us get going.
Yeah.
And again, it's part of the reasoning for the free event is if you accept any money from our cultural council,
Correct.
You can't charge. You can look for donations.
Yeah.
But this is great. It keeps it a free event,
Yeah.
and it works for the community.
It really does. Yeah. It's
a
nice
good
to
time.
see. It's really grown.
It's a good time. It really is a good time.
You'll have a spray park to go with it this year, hopefully.
yes,
you know,
there's a
it's
lot of-
exciting times.
Yeah, do they shut that water off at night?
No, you'll be able to
So
take
our
a bath.
problem is
Yep.
to keep everybody out of the spray park.
Yeah, that's going to be another
There
issue.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I believe it's behind you, so
So I'm not even going to look.
I don't think you'll even see it once the construction's done. You know,
Yeah.
there'll be a little headache on the beginning, I'm sure. but
Well, hey,
they'll get through
Are
it.
they going to get there before the fiber optics? Or
It's going to be a close race. You know,
that's all right. That's all right. You know,
that's awesome. So your concessions are lined up. You're going to have food every evening.
I'm not in charge of that portion.
You
but-
did last year, though. It worked out.
Oh yes, it worked out
Yep.
great. There's no problem there, and occasionally something happens. There's a cancellation.
Yeah.
We have other people we can get.
Yep.
We've been very lucky in that respect.
You have been.
We've had people bail us out at the last minute.
Yeah.
And naturally, we'll make sure that we take care of those people.
Yeah.
I've got 2 or 3 that are regulars.
Good.
And we throw out the dates to them first.
Yep.
And after that, we'll see what's going on.
That's awesome.
As long as I don't have to cook hamburgers and hot dogs, everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
You know.
Yeah, we've seen your work.
You've seen
know,
my work.
So,
Come on. How difficult it is. Is it, rather?
so tag sale this year. What's coming up in the spring for you guys?
Yeah, we'll do the tag sale,
Yeah.
providing the building's still
I
there.
was just gonna say one last hurrah. Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm planning on retiring there. Probably when they find the body in one of the buildings.
Well, I was trying to figure that part out. Yeah.
But yes, we'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll do the tag sale, but not till fall.
Well, that's in the fall.
That's in the fall. Yeah, we moved that.
Okay.
You had to dodge too many holidays and
And wetness, if
wet-
it rained.
Maybe
Yeah, I
it
remember.
was snowing, maybe
Yeah.
it was raining.
Yeah.
get around Easter.
Yeah,
I
and that
try to-
field's not ready sometimes.
Right, the field could be wet.
Yep,
So,
yep.
we don't want to be towing people out of there.
No, the spring thaw.
But no, we've got that. Oh, and we've got the steak roast already set for September.
Nice. What's the date?
Don't ask the date. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't even remember why I called that person trying to call me.
Yeah, I got you.
It's going to come back to me by today.
Yeah, it's somewhere on the 9th to 15th. It's usually the week before the Big E.
Yeah, we try. Well, we try to dodge the Big E.
No, I know.
That's about impossible.
It is.
Well, you want to do it where we can still have some native corn.
Yes.
So, and you got to dodge Labor Day. Kids going back to school. We still do it on a Wednesday night.
Yep.
The middle of the week. So it is more of an adult thing.
Yeah.
And we've been successful at it. So
Yeah.
I don't see the reason to change.
No.
But we're all set. I just can't remember the date I booked. So at the American Legion.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I snuck in last year. I think I got in there with my wife. We snuck in.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It was good.
It's
it
always
is
a good time. Always a
It
good
is. Get to watch people burn their steaks, It's-
time. Those steaks.
There's something about it.
Those steaks are excellent.
Yeah, you did good this year again.
And I'll shout out to Elm Street Butcher Block.
Yep.
They took good care of us.
Yeah, the Puza family. Yeah.
Yep. And great steaks.
Yeah.
I bought some there this past week.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get the invite.
I didn't get the Rotary discount.
You didn't get the
But they were excellent. They were excellent.
That's awesome. Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing at all. But anyhow, back to music.
Yeah.
We do. I am involved in some other music. Well, the first thing is I want to say that we have.
Do you play accordion?
No.
Oh.
No.
Just checking.
No.
All right.
Not at all. Not at all. No. But
What else you got?
where was I?
Music.
Musica Maestro. Every Thursday down at the former Methodist Church.
Yes.
At 6:00, we have a music session, a jam. Everybody's welcome.
That's interesting.
Yeah, whether you're new, old,
Yeah.
whether you're just starting out, whether you want to get back into it, whether you're bored at home and you want something to do, if you can sing, you play an instrument, you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
We got a great crew that shows up. You
do.
never know what you're going to get from one week to the next.
Yep.
You could be rocking, you could be acoustical, you could be doing the blues, but it's a really good time. It's
Yeah.
a really good time. We've actually had some people that started playing an instrument and singing that they hadn't done in years.
Really?
And now they're out performing,
Wow.
and some have gone out and started bands.
Are you their manager or anything? No kickback?
no
Nothing?
kickback.
Nothing?
Not even a percent. Nothing. Not even a big.
Not an attaboy, pat on the back?
Attaboy. Thank
No,
you.
thank you.
Thank you. No, they're all.
I know.
They're all glad that they got going.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
got going again.
Yeah.
So, and so like I say, that's every Thursday night.
Yep.
Everybody again is welcome. There's no fee for it, but we do have a little collection box there to
Yep.
try to offset the heat, the lights,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
in the summer the air conditioning.
Sure.
But it's a great time.
Yeah.
I think if there's anybody out there they're interested, they should come check it out.
Yeah, it seems to work out well up there. It's the second floor.
Yep. We have an elevator.
Cute little venue.
It's handicap accessible.
Yeah, it is.
You
Yeah.
just had all the floors redone,
Yep.
except for the scratches I got to fix.
Yeah, well, it happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. It wasn't me.
You keep falling, you're going to scratch the floor.
That's right. Yeah, fall on a chair and stuff.
Yeah, fall in a chair, right.
But no, so like I say, again, it's a great venue. And speaking of that venue, we are going to raise some money for your group, the Civic Fund.
Yep.
We have 2 or 3 different groups we're working with now.
Yep.
And again, these will be free events.
Correct.
Again, we're always looking for any kind of support or donation could be made to the Civic Fund that is a nonprofit.
Yeah.
But February 8th, we have the Piper Hopkins Band. That'll be there 7 o'clock
7 p.m. Yep.
on February 8th. It's a Saturday.
Yep.
The seating is limited, but we are up
It
there.
is.
There is, like I say, it's over 90 that can fit into this,
Yeah.
into the venue and still be comfortable.
Yeah.
And we're working trying to get a food vendor.
Yep. We got some feelers out there. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
But again, this money is going to help the Civic Fund and basically make sure we got a few bucks to keep the heat on so that
Yeah. Well,
keep the flow going.
the thought process was when the Civic Fund took all that over and they're doing what they're doing over there. You approached us right away as far as can the band play upstairs, and the pews were up there back then, and it worked, right? You got you guys out of the cold into something decent. And I don't think any of us knew what we were going to do, right? It's a little incubator up there. We'll see how it rolls. Your guys have been committed.
Yep.
You showed up every Wednesday night. Thursday night.
Right.
There you go. I was right. And it's the pews finally came out. We got repurposed into the new food pantry. It took us forever to find some tables and chairs, and we did it. We got some of the walls painted. We've cleaned up the restrooms, and it's a 250-year-old building.
Yep.
And it looks it.
Oh yeah.
It's got some charm.
Oh, it's got the charm.
Yep.
It's a nice. The musicians love playing there.
Yeah, that's something, huh?
The acoustics are terrific.
Yeah, I don't see. I don't see that. But
once you pulled all the pews and you pulled the rugs and things,
Yeah.
it changed slightly.
It did.
Now we're putting it back. As
Yeah.
you add your linens, you add the drapes or curtains for
Sure.
the windows that are there,
Yeah.
and you add bodies.
Yeah.
But people love to perform there.
Yeah, that's. I never saw that part coming. So it is nice to see it being used.
Well, they come in and they're excited right off the bat, and they said, "We get to play here." Yeah.
Yeah.
We get to play here.
Yeah.
And we do have to get back to the music. And
Yeah.
I know that since we started this, other groups have approached the Civic Fund
Yeah.
about renting space to
They
use
have,
it.
yeah.
And then we have some other groups that have used it to practice.
Yep.
And they threw a little in the collection plate.
Yeah.
But these groups are going to come back and do a show
Yeah.
for the Civic Fund to
Yep.
pay back a little bit.
Yeah.
So in that respect, it's working. And what we want to do as far as having a concert venue or a show venue,
Right.
will be done before your summer stuff starts.
Oh, absolutely right. This is a great winter quarters.
Right. This is certainly not to compete with
No.
the outdoor events.
No. It's just
It's fun and frolic.
Yeah.
You bring in a few bucks. You got a lot of people that are excited about doing it.
yeah. What I like is it showcases the facility to
Yeah,
people that
absolutely.
may or may not have seen it, and it's the other events you'll get out of that venue. You know what I mean? You posted something, and I have a young lady. I have a party of 50. What's the hall cost? So and I got to get back to her whether she wants the church or the fellowship hall in the back.
Right.
Who knows? But we took it over, and we don't want to see it fail. So all these little events that you get to do to help raise money keeps the lights on, the heat going, and
Well, you've had the Lions Club.
Lions Club
meet
is
there,
meeting there a little bit now.
Yeah, where they have their big dinner meeting, but
Yeah.
then they have their
Business
subcommittees.
There you go. Yeah.
That needed a place.
Yep.
And
Yeah, it's worked out.
that's worked out for them.
Yeah.
No, it's a nice
Yeah.
it's a nice spot. Nice spot.
It is, and I think in years to come it'll just get a little bit more fine tuned, and it'll sustain. Right. It'll just sit there.
Well, and your fellowship hall, all your political events, where they got together and
Yes.
introduced their candidates. And when I was in high school, that's where we had our little band shows in there.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Band played up on the little stage
Yep.
you got there.
Yeah, still there.
Still there.
Still there.
Some of the equipment's still there.
Some of the equipment might still be there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of ideas for the back there. We acquired the bingo machine out of the VFW through Kevin Bishop. I guess it got thrown out back in the day, or it was going to end up at the senior center. The senior center didn't want it. Kevin took it home, restored it. It's sitting there. The thought is, and it's been the thought for quite a while, is to bring bingo back a little bit. And we have bingo in town now, so we have to be careful. We're not trying to upset anybody or aggravate them. But the thought there too is, We have a little kitchen in there. So whether we do spaghetti suppers, we keep talking about it, and bingo, or downstairs, my son has built a professional slot car track that is finally, I think, done. Now we're scraping the walls. We're going to finish the electrical and, get it buttoned up. So there's other marketing ways of raising money between the spaghetti suppers, the bingo, the slot car racing, birthday parties. There's quite a few ideas floating around for the back of that building. But same thing, it's not a huge venue. It sits about 90, big enough to do small stuff. And, once again, we just, even though we purchased it for $1, which cost $20,000, but the machine eats money. It just between the insurance and everything else,
exactly.
It gets hungry.
Let's go back to the free events that we're doing.
Yeah.
For the Civic Fund.
Yeah.
We certainly are going to be looking for whatever
absolutely.
donations
Yep.
somebody would like to make.
Yep.
To keep this going.
Yeah. Because that is the case. Every winter we want to see 2 or 3 or 4 concerts up there.
Yeah.
Through those winter months when the Rotary's not doing their events and the town is quiet for the most part because we're a recreational community,
It is, but it's winter.
And it's winter. That's what I'm saying.
And if you don't get enough ice on the lake, if you don't get enough snow, which has been interesting through the years.
It has been.
Thank God for global warming. But I don't want to jump too far ahead.
Yeah.
But I know about 2 months ago, you brought a lot of people together, different groups, to talk about festivities, not just for 2025.
Oh, yes.
But for our country's anniversary in 2026. And you brought together a lot of different people.
We did.
And heavy hitters.
Yep.
To see how can we do this.
Yeah.
Festivities, something similar to the Southwick Days that we had in the past with your carnival and fireworks and the whole deal.
Yeah.
And I know you had one meeting, like I said, with a multitude of people. So you picked up a lot of ideas.
We picked up a ton of ideas, didn't we?
Yes.
It was honestly, I had penciled that in and I stuck to it, and I had to make sure we had some kind of meeting before the first of the year. I just wanted it out there that we're going to attempt it. We didn't do it last year, and quite honestly, the last minute we had some folks step up for fireworks. You needed 2 weeks for the fire inspection from the state. There's a lot of hurdles in the way. And it was probably the smartest thing to do is not do it, just because it would have been rushed. And, certain people just assume things happen, right? Why didn't the town do fireworks? Well, because the town doesn't do the fireworks.
And you hit the nail on the head. People say, why didn't we do this? Well, who's we?
Yeah, who's we?
Who's we? I mean, obviously, you mentioned it, the fiber optics,
Yeah.
fixing roads,
Yeah.
taking care of your police and fire. Where do they think the money's going to come
Yeah.
from the town
Right.
to do this stuff? No, this comes from people like yourself and others
Yeah.
that are out there trying to generate this money to get it done.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people out there that will help you do that. But then there's a lot of people that have the misconception, the town this, the town
Oh,
that,
absolutely.
the state this,
Yeah.
the government this. They're not going to solve all your problems, and they're not going to do all this work.
No.
You rely on it. You need a lot of other people
do.
to get this stuff done.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're fortunate as a town that we had some local business leaders, literally when we didn't do it, the phone starts ringing. Why aren't we doing it? And I'm like, well, we built a food pantry, and that took all of our energy the year before. And honestly, you tapped into some people there that you would have tapped into, say, fireworks, and you don't want to go back twice within a certain amount of months. It's what it is. So I said, I'm not doing fireworks. And, and of course, everyone was, oh, we're going to do it. We're going to grab that, and we're going to run for it. It never happened because it's not as easy. Social media makes everything simple until you have to do it.
Right.
And so long story short, we didn't do it. And I was committed for this coming year to at least try to do something. And those local guys that reached out are committed to making it work. So they'll help with the fundraising. And then it was just a matter of, just like you said, our anniversary's coming up for the country. So do we do something big this year and big next year, or do we just get our feet wet this year, enjoy the ride, have our fireworks, have a day of festivities. And that's almost what we came out of that meeting was don't, I'm unfortunately a go big or go home kind of person. So, you guys are trying to clip my wings a little bit this year, which I need. And let's do something small. Let's have a good day with a good evening, and then, build for the following year. So I think we'll have another couple meetings, and I think that's probably the direction we'll go. Probably a parade, a day of festivities, cap the evening off with fireworks, music, and be done with it. And then next year try to do the 3 or 4 days. Biggest problem with the carnival side is they get booked up pretty quick. And we can raise money for fireworks, but if you do a whole package, as you know, Bobby, where's the marketing behind that? You just, unfortunately, you think you can go to social media and put a date down and they're just going to show up. But like you saw with your concert series, it takes years of building to make it into something. Yeah. And this is no different. You're not, you gotta, if you need 14 grand for fireworks, you probably need 14 grand for advertising. Yeah. And that's not this world anymore. This is nice. It helps. Yeah. But the Westfield paper gets you to the Mass Live, right? The Mass Live gets you to Channel 40 or 22. There's a process. And I learned a lot of that this year with the hurricane stuff. You almost had to pivot. I shoot from the hip every day. But when it came to the marketing side and what can you get for publicity for free, you really have to plan that out. Like we planned our first day for donations for the hurricane relief. I had already gone to the paper 3 days before. So we literally had the paper come out the same day that we opened up to start donations, to get the TV involved. Like it's a whole nother marketing side. You really you just can't do it all anymore. Yeah. You got to have more people involved, strategically involved to handle certain parts of everything. And that's what I learned at that meeting. We brought some great people together, great ideas, and not that it's hard, but as you know, it gets to the point where you have to hand things off. Like I said, who's doing your concessions? You go, I got a guy for that this year. You know what I mean? Because you can't, Bobby can't do it all.
No, you can't.
You want to.
You can't.
But you can't. So, yeah, we'll see what happens this year. It should, it looks like it's coming back, the fireworks for sure. Good. And some kind of day event. Yeah. And then hopefully for the country's anniversary the following year, we can do something bigger. That's what we'd love to see.
Sounds like a plan.
It's always a plan.
It's always a plan.
Always a plan. We just see where it goes, right? But yeah, that's where we're at. Southwick as a whole, I think we're good, right? We got tons of potholes. We're good there.
Yeah,
tons of potholes.
Don't drive on those roads.
Don't drive. Yeah, stay off the roads, kids.
That's to slow you down.
Yeah. Although 57 came out nice.
Yeah, that's real nice.
That looks good.
Yeah, you can keep your teeth in your head.
Yeah,
when
you can.
When
you
drive
can.
through there now.
Yeah. You're back to flying. Yeah, no doubt about it. All the way through there. Yeah. But we're going to change the speed limit in the center of town, so that's good. We're going to slow it right down.
With the potholes, we'd probably do a better job.
Yeah. I get their process for that, but I don't. But I do. I don't know.
Only time will tell.
And it will. And what is our center of town, right? We're not Northampton. We don't have the restaurants on the first floor, living on the second floor. We don't have the college influx. You know what I mean? We have a ragtag center of town. It was never really that intersection's old. You got the church and the Southwick Inn and the library, right? That's really old. That's the beginnings. But after that, what do you got?
Well, it's not. You can't probably compare it to, let's say, downtown Westfield.
No, you can't.
Where in the heyday. And there were no malls.
Yeah, J.J. Newberry.
Everybody shopped.
Yep.
Well, I think you want to slow the traffic down.
Yeah, absolutely. You
got people crossing everywhere.
Yeah.
I see what they're shooting for.
Yeah.
I'm not involved in that.
No, same here.
Nobody wants to see anybody obviously hurt.
No.
Going from side to side. You could question, where are they going?
Yeah.
No, we don't have that solid downtown like
we just don't.
City. But certainly we want all the traffic to slow down.
Yeah.
they go by my place about 50, 60 miles an hour.
Oh, I can't get out.
And none of them know how to use a turning lane.
No.
My idea is to put a police officer on each end and start fining them. No more mercy.
Yeah, and I think we do. I mean, don't go through the center of our town on your cell phone. I tell you that.
No, I hear that all the time.
Yeah, they'll grab you, and they will give you a ticket.
But I know there's a learning curve. But come on now, enough's enough.
Yeah.
It's time to slow down. If you don't know how to use the turning lane, stay wherever you belong. Don't come through here. But
Yeah.
But again, I don't want to see people lose their license or see them
No.
piled up with fines.
Yeah.
But I've learned a long time ago the quickest way to get somebody's attention is through their pocketbook.
Yep.
And that lesson is tough. But again, here's the speed limit. Slow down. You don't want the misery of getting in an accident, God forbid, losing somebody or hurting somebody for life. You do not want that misery. And nor do they.
No. And I don't see them slowing down. We drop at 10 miles an hour. I don't see someone go, oop, I better slow down here.
No. That's where, again, you got to bring the boys in blue out. And,
Yep. They're going to.
Whatever we got to do.
Yeah.
Is it cheaper to get another police officer in a cruiser? Is he our downtown guy? As much sense as that makes for our little downtown.
Right.
People are going to speed.
Yeah.
They're always going to speed. You catch the ones you can catch. But I think if the word goes out, man, don't speed through here. I mean, we do a lot of deliveries.
You do.
There's certain areas where right off the bat, do not speed through here.
Right.
Because these guys, they're not fooling around.
Yeah.
They're going to bag you right off the bat. And I think if that reputation goes out,
Right.
that'll help. Now, it's not going to help the transient people.
Right. Right.
But, hey, the blue light special could take care of them. But
Do you think we have a walking downtown?
I think it. I can't say. I'm past there.
Yeah.
Ask me how many people use the multi-million-dollar sidewalk. About
6.
nobody.
Yeah.
All right. But it looks nice.
It does.
And if people
When it's kept up.
Yes. No, I see during the summer, you see more activity, obviously.
Yeah, you do.
And especially up near the summer house.
Yeah.
And a lot of those people are wheeling up that hill coming from Chabelles. They're motoring by the time they hit the top of that hill.
Yeah, they are.
You got to watch yourself in a car trying to turn in.
At all times.
Right.
Yeah.
Let alone pedestrian traffic. But after that, like again, I think slowing down sounds like a terrific plan. I don't know how it's going to go.
Yeah.
But after that, where's the numerous people that are trying to cross the street? They're at the traffic light by the inn.
Yep.
They're covered.
They're covered. Yeah.
Covered.
Yeah.
I don't. Again, I hear a lot of different stuff from a lot of different people because I hang with a lot of people that are somewhat involved or have been involved in
Yeah.
this. But I can't say one way or another.
Yeah.
Whatever the town allows and the state allows, I guess
It'll happen.
That'll happen. And they don't want it, then it won't happen.
Yeah.
But like I say, there's other ways to curb this a little bit.
Yeah.
But I can never tell you everybody today with cell phones and
Oh.
people not paying attention. I can't tell you if a light says stop for a pedestrian that they're not going to get mowed down.
Yeah.
I can't tell you that because it happens every day.
It does.
We're a society that is not paying attention when you're driving down the road. All the cars and vehicles have too many bells and whistles. I rented a car in Florida last year, and the panoramic screen was as far as I could reach. Hey, I just want to know where's the radio.
Yeah.
And what gear am I in?
That's it. Yeah.
I say,
I'm with you. Yeah.
But what is that for? So I can read the paper going down the road?
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
So that's where we are.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Yeah.
Talk to the car manufacturers and say, hey,
Oh, I know.
we want pay attention vehicles.
They're driving themselves now, right? I mean, it's
Ain't that great?
yeah. Well, maybe it is. I don't know.
I don't know. I saw the thing on the national news last night where somebody got creamed by a self-driving car.
Yeah.
She was okay.
Yeah.
Cars weren't okay.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's where we're headed.
Yeah. Yippee-ki-yay.
Yippee-ki-yay. Fiber, we got that. Town meeting next Tuesday. Special. Fire department raises, which is more or less office keeping. whatever you want to call it, as far as moving money around. Copier for the police department, 14 years. I guess I need a new one. I wish that was our biggest headaches, you know?
Yeah.
Right? A
Yeah.
copier. Woo, let's vote on that. But I think the other one in there is the brickwork at Town Hall. Is falling apart, of course, once they put the roof on it. So they got to look at that. The driveway, the speed limit and the crosswalk gig. And CPC money for the
To buy the property.
for the
barn,
yeah,
the cigar barn.
the historical society.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So hopefully they got their funds in place for their side of that, and that'll be another piece of land that we can, I guess, go walk on. Is my understanding.
Well, it's all well-meaning. I know that.
Yeah.
And their hearts are in it. And
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully, it,
Yeah.
preserve the property.
Yeah. It'll help back up their barn.
Yeah.
So no one will build around it. And that was supposed to be a pop place back in the day too, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Nearby.
Nearby. Yeah, literally nearby. Yeah. Then that's the land. Funny land.
There might be some homegrown out there. I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
checking.
Yeah. Well, moisture.
Not my job.
Moisture content.
Not
so
my job.
you know, it is a little damp back there. So yeah, maybe it does grow, right?
It's el natural.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
So that's at the high school. I think it's 6 o'clock, 6:30. Go to the town website and you'll be able to find it all right there. And that's about it for the town that I'm aware of.
Well, hey, before
Yeah, what you got?
we lose all our time,
Yeah.
I want to go back to the Rotary concert series.
Yeah.
Very shortly, this is going out to all the people that want to help us sponsor this event.
Right.
Which, again, the sponsors bankroll this event.
They do.
We will be sending out a letter
Yeah.
looking for funds to help us this year, with obviously the dates, times, places. So, again, whatever anybody can do to help us, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
We're a small club.
How many members now?
Well, we're probably up to about 15 members.
All right. Good.
We have corporate memberships, so I'd send this out to anybody. If you're a corporation or a business,
Yeah.
because we can modify anything.
Yeah.
You could join. You get one vote, but you could have up to, I believe, 2 or 3 associates
Yeah.
join as well, which swells the ranks.
Yeah.
Our club, like all clubs and organizations, right now are working hard to get membership.
Yeah.
Part of the internet is beautiful in some respects, but as far as people getting out and doing things physically,
Yeah.
that's on the low end right now. So a lot of organizations are doing everything they can to retain membership, build membership. We've got a great group. Rotary International is a fantastic organization, and we have a seat in the UN, non-voting seat. It's international. It's worldwide. Everything we do in our club is Southwick first. Southwick first, and the joining communities. But again, we are always looking for new members. We do quite a bit for a small club.
Yeah.
This concert series takes 8 weeks, plus the prep for it. Then you have your steak roast, the tag sale, and again, we donate right back to the community. Just about 99% of anything we donate stays right in Southwick.
Yeah.
You kick some up the food chain,
Yep.
depending on what's going on. But those are all worthy projects and events.
Oh yeah.
So again, if anybody's interested in joining our organization, we've even started to look at, there's a new thing that Rotary's doing. I may get the wrong name, but it's basically called the Rotary Corps. And the Rotary Corps is, let's say that you can't join and be at all the meetings.
Right.
You don't want to pay for a membership. If you've got yourself and like-minded people that want to help us, you can do the concept of the Rotary Corps. And now keep in mind, they don't have meetings, they don't have dues or anything like that. But on the same hand, we've always relied in Southwick on friends and family
absolutely.
to help us. I always tell the former members who left for one reason or another,
You never really
you're
leave.
not out.
Yeah, you're not
You're
out.
not out. I'm going to ask you for help if I need it.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you for financial help if I need it.
Yeah.
So if you want to pay not to play, I'm happy with that too.
Sure.
As long as we accomplish our goals.
Yeah.
And that's where we are.
That's awesome.
I know the Rotary Club. I'm going to be back to talk about the concerts closer to the concert.
Oh, absolutely.
But so I don't have a list of all the things that we've done this past year. But we adopted a shelf down at the
Yes,
food
you
bank.
did. Yeah.
We helped 2 scouts with their projects.
Good.
There's a Gaga pit for the kids.
Oh, yeah.
At Wally Park. Yeah, there were benches that are out in front of the Legion.
Yep.
That another scout worked on. So that and God knows another dozen things. In fact, we did the Christmas trees.
Oh, yeah.
And in the past, we had put the big trees in the center of town that are
Yeah,
decorated.
you did. Yeah, they're coming along nice.
And I know we're running out of time, but and I did not come with a list of projects that we've
Yeah,
done.
it doesn't matter. Everything's a
doesn't.
project.
It's all cool.
Yeah,
it's
it
all
is.
cool. It's something to do on a Wednesday, first and third Wednesday.
First and third. And where do you meet?
Right now we're at Tucker's.
Nice. Good. Good for you. That's where all the social clubs meet, I hear.
Well, it's on one floor. It's
Yeah,
handy.
nope.
It's downtown.
Yep.
Handicap accessible.
Yep, there's a sidewalk to it.
There's a sidewalk to it. There, I see. There are some people on the sidewalk.
Yeah, they are. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. Bob, thanks for coming out. We appreciate it.
No problem.
And, folks, we'll see you in a couple weeks.